and Big Vern is probably one of the best ambassadors for the sport and for Dana White and for PowerSlap. He is an OG of the sport. You know, when you think about UFC, when you think about Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock and Dan the Beast, I forget what his name was.
Severin,
This
Dan
is what
Severin.
Dan Severin. This is that dude. Athletic freak, uh, been in the Highland Games. Uh, like I said earlier, can rebuild a freaking Ford engine. Can build a. He's a carpenter. I mean, there's nothing this man can't do. Please follow him. But let's get into this great event. We wanted to have you on, Big Vern, before you went out to Saudi. Give everyone Vern a hand for and his son, by the way, and for Bennett for just dropping knowledge on us. So Vern,
Knowledge all day.
yes,
But yeah, no, the event that's coming up, it's gonna be nuts. I mean, the biggest thing that's happening with it is we were in Dubai, um, a few PowerSlap 9, I think it was 9. Yeah, we were in Dubai, and then now we're in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Which, if you watch the Tyson Fury match,
mhm,
the boxing match, that's the same place. UFC
nice.
is going to be there this week, that weekend too. Bare Knuckles going over there. I mean, the whole thing, like they're just ramping up the Saudi events, and we're just going to go nuts with it. The main thing is like honestly, like just making the sport grow, and I'm just happy. And like I said, we talked earlier, like either you love it or you hate it, but it's always funny because people still know who I am. They're still watching it, and it is what it is. But I just love that it's growing. I love that you guys are part of it, and it's so funny how it began. That I was just like, kind of just like a funny ordeal. Like, hey, let's get this Parasite guy on our podcast, and now here we are.
Yeah, it's been an awesome journey to see your success. Let's get into this match, which is much anticipated. Now, if I recall right, like you've been his Ron's in his corner as a coach, or has he been in your corner?
Yeah, he's
Um,
been in my corner. So on the coaching aspect of it, it's just the coach is just there for like, because obviously we're getting hit. So if we stumble or stuff, they just yell at us like, "Hey, stay down," give us
yeah,
counts. What time it
yeah.
is, and how to get up. But I mean, he's a great competitor. He's like he did it before this league even happened.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's an honor just to go against him in general. But I mean, he is the best, and I'm glad that that's how the sport progressed. Like, it's not a nobody that's there; it's a guy that legitimately has done it for a long time. So, I mean, I'm gonna win no matter what. That's the biggest deal.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, I'm cutting weight. Everything's going good. I feel healthy. Um, I'm not looking forward to a 20-hour flight, but whatever.
So
Yeah,
Vern,
that's
when do
tough.
you get there?
I leave on the 24th. I get there, uh, I think the 26th, because of the time change and then
Right.
how long it takes me to get there. I'll
Hmm.
be there. I'll be there like the 26th at like 2 in the morning.
So you'll have plenty of time to kind of get acclimated with the time.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there a week ahead of time. So
Okay.
yeah.
Man, have you ever been to Saudi or the Middle East before? Is this your
No,
first
I've never
time?
been to the Middle East. I've been to Europe and stuff like that.
Uh,
I'm excited that they're doing it. The sheik of media. So their country, like they have like how we have Secretary General and stuff like that. They have those positions too, but they actually have a position that's like media. So that guy requested my match to be there. So that's why the Power Slap 10, I wasn't in Vegas.
Okay.
that's awesome.
Great
A
question
question.
from Matthew.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Rafa. Give him the question.
So Matthew Rocha asked, "Do you prepare different for Ron versus Turp?"
No, no. The only thing I prepared different for was making fun of Turpin. Other than that, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like, my whole goal is to just beat that guy and make fun of him. Ron, I'll be respectful and everything. So yeah,
I
no,
figured as much. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my. I have that written down as a question. Is it tougher to face an opponent that you have respect for? I mean, we know what went down with AJ Hints. There was a lot of smack talking. Like, is there more motivation? Is there more oomph that goes into your training? Because you've both, I haven't seen any smack that's been talked by Wolverine. You know, has he been respectful on this side?
Yeah, no, he's respectful, and I mean, and I tell people this too, like nothing against Turpin. We need that guy in the league. We need different characters. We need,
Yeah.
you know, if everyone was like me, it wouldn't be very entertaining. I'm entertaining because I win, which thank
Yeah.
God I win. Because like, you know, because when I get up there, I'm pretty stoic. I'm there for business, which in my eyes, I think that's awesome. Like when I see it, like like back in the day, like Mirko Krokop and Lyoto Machida, like
uh-huh.
to me that's terrifying, knowing that like you can be yelling at me straight to my face and I'm just staring into your
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good aspect on both ends. But is it going to be different going against Ron? No. Like I shut everything off as soon as I get up there. He's a competitor. I'm there to win. I'll shake his hand afterwards. I'm not talking like once we get there, he knows I won't talk to him. I won't say a word to him. Like we won't discuss anything. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be different. I just need to make sure I win.
Zach has a question. What's your music selection when you're getting into the zone? Before, are you in the back? Are you listening to anything?
Man, I have like a range of like what I listen to. I go from like Black Label Society, which is like a heavy metal rock, and
Uh-huh.
then I'll move it into like a band called Dead Maw 5, which is more of like a techno. And then right before I go out, I usually listen to like music that has no words. Like I just try to blank
Really?
out. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I pegged you for a Pac, little Pac
Uh,
action, little Tupac before.
no,
I was gonna say
no,
Linda Ronstadt.
I haven't even figured out what I'm walking out to yet. Like I've walked out to songs that have no words. I don't know, I think that's to me that's intimidating because they're like, man, this guy's psycho. Like he's just coming out to
Yeah.
fucking like there's
Yeah.
no words to this. But last one I came out to Foo Fighters Hero, which I liked it. The crowd got into it. It was good. I mean, you guys love it when I mean, it was best. I mean, no one understands who was screaming in the background. I mean, that was
Oh,
Eddie.
that was Eddie.
Yeah, that
That
was
was Eddie.
me. I lost my
That was
shit.
Eddie.
I
That was
lost my
Eddie.
that's 100% pure like emotion. It was embarrassing. People, yeah. Like there's video. Like who's that girl screaming like a maniac in the
Who let the
background?
gorilla? Where's
Yeah.
the chimpanzee? Like,
Yeah.
what is
That
going
And
was
on here?
all the
yeah.
guys there probably in the locker room who may know Shannon, who's Vern's wife, they probably were like, Shannon was going nuts. No,
Yes. No,
that was
that was
Ed.
not
That
Shannon. That
was
was me.
Big Ed.
That
So
was me.
Walk out to
Rick,
Ghosts and stuff. Yeah, I've thought about walking out to that song too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm here. I love the experience, and I'm still trying to win and transfer it in a way that like, you know, because the sport's going to be around for a while. I mean, I'll
It's
just
growing like crazy.
growing.
it's growing, and it's just it's funny, it's fun. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. Like, and that's what people want. So I would like to actually just be a commentator at some point, and just turn into the Jason Batum and dodgeball when he's all like he's like, well,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
right, Cotton. I just want to be that guy
Yes.
on the side, like watching on fucking ESPN the Ocho and just fucking rocking it
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
So
I
Rick
love it.
Flores says, "Do you place a picture of your opponent on the old wood fences you're knocking down? Is this how you train?"
I should, but I'm not gonna lie. When I'm working, I do randomly hit things, and I guarantee if there's anyone in the neighborhood, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with that guy?"
Yeah.
Because I will. I'll see like a board, and I'm like, I think I could
Yeah.
take that one out. I'll go hit it.
That's freaking amazing, man. So, it's in Saudi. Do we know about the coin flip and when is the coin flip going down?
Dude, I don't know yet. It's got to be coming up. Like I better call him. Which it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Like I just I, it matters to Vegas because I've made Vegas money because I've been the underdog a lot and I've won a lot. So,
Yeah.
but to me, I I would prefer now going second because like taking that hit and getting it through, it's like you just all that adrenaline's there. I haven't been able to get like an adrenaline dump because I'm so calm.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no,
That makes sense. I see that your beard is more trimmed than the last couple bouts you've had. I know Wolverine, he rocks that like freaking ZZ Top looking damn thing.
his will be he trimmed it up quite a bit, so
Did
it'll
he?
be big, but it won't be like this.
Yeah.
He's still trying to hide his chin a little bit, which I'll find it. It's all right.
Yeah, it seems like to me it'd be sort of a disadvantage because you're taking away. How do you call what do they call it when you go too high?
Like a club.
A club, yeah. I mean, if you can't see
They're
his chin,
they're not gonna know. I mean, every guy that's got a beard, you better just. I mean, I have one too, but you better just understand that like they're gonna go deep on you. They're
yeah,
gonna go high.
yeah,
Whatever.
that's what I thought. Is Shannon going? Is she making the trip?
No, they're just not very friendly to women over there, so we're just gonna keep her here.
So we've heard.
Shocker.
Yeah, yeah.
Shocker.
I can't
Be
see
like,
Shannon in a burqa for some reason. Yeah, it
yeah, I
doesn't.
know, and you can't show your shoulders, your knees. I mean, like your
Oh, fuck.
neckline.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was like, she just be
that's why I'm not going.
yeah.
Yes. Rafa's a big
Rafa's gonna
shoulder.
be like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do we do
Yeah.
here?
Fuck, man.
Wow, the swimming pool's full of dudes. This is great.
Yeah, right. Yeah, can I get a drink? Oh, there's no drinks here either. I mean, I heard the hotels they have drinks, but I know you're not. You're going for business. But
I don't know. One of my best matches against Delvin, I got
uh,
pretty hammered the night before, so I don't know.
Hmm.
That was
uh,
crazy. I ended up at Conor McGregor's old house. This guy bought it, and he owned Monster Audio Cable. It was nuts, like gated community. But
yeah,
I
Sounded
wake
nuts.
up, I perform. It doesn't matter to me.
I love it. Now,
nice.
hey, are you guys the main event?
Co-main event. Yep,
Cool.
yep.
Are
It's
you going to be the last fight of the night or
second to last. Second to last.
okay?
Yep.
So you'll be the second last.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have
Who's-
the crazy Hawaiian and Dumpling, and I believe this is a rematch. We've seen the crazy Hawaiian, like
Mhm.
the
he's
big guys don't impress me, man. I'm sorry.
Dude, I say that all the time because everyone's always
Dude.
like, "Man, we really wanted you to be the main." Because I mean, people are falling, they're getting up, they're hitting. It seems big guys, they just kind of they don't. The hits aren't as loud, they're not as fast. I
That's
mean, I
the
don't know.
thing that it feels like with the big guys because there's no speed behind it.
yeah,
And dude, I can imagine they're much more powerful coming from the line of 480 pounds or whatever he's at. And I'm
Mhm.
sure those are more powerful, but there's no speed coming behind it. So it's not as exciting, I believe. The crazy
Yeah.
Hawaiian, though, he's a great character. I
Oh
think he's a
yeah,
he is.
phenomenal character. And
they're good.
he's well
It's
deserving
great.
of the main event. I mean, he's well deserving of the main event. There's no doubt about it. I just feel like with them, I feel like your fight is a lot more of if we go back some years for boxing, kind of like like that middleweight division, maybe
Yep.
even a little bit below that, maybe like in the
like
135,
like
140 type.
Hagler Hearns, those
See,
Yeah, like
I just
that.
think
When Diego Corrales and those guys.
yeah,
I think with the light heavyweights and the middleweights, the speed's there. So like you're watching it, and then it's like boom. It's like a quick pop. Their head moves, everything like
yeah,
everyone's moving, and they're wobbling. And I think as an audience, you're actually visually surprised when you see a big guy hitting another big guy. You're like, okay, we get it.
yeah.
But like when you
Yeah.
see a smaller guy just rocking it.
And I see, I've seen more technique. I'm watching guys and they're bending down low and sort of twisting as far back. They're using knees, you
Oh,
know.
yeah, they copy me. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Let them know.
they're like,
Let them
God,
know, Big Vern. Let them
they're like,
know.
Yeah,
they're like, man, this really works for him. I better do that. Like everyone
yeah.
at the beginning, they're like, I don't think that'll work. I'm like, it's gonna work, and I've knocked everyone out. So
yeah, you have that coil, you know, that like crazy backswing, and I mean, there's a reason. I think you know they measure all of this, and if you look, go to PowerSlap on the website, and it gives everything's measured, force, you know,
Yeah, and
neck,
I still have
crazy,
the second hardest hit in the whole league, and
nuts.
I'm yeah. But
So
I
so
mean,
real
also,
real quick, let me not shy away from Matthew Roach's comment, who says he's talking about Shannon. By the way, he says keep her in the kitchen. You'll get more respect over there for that.
Oh, jeez, Shannon's coming after you, Matt.
I'll tell you
Shannon's an
right now,
angel. Shannon's an angel.
Yes,
She is not, but Vern might.
yes.
yeah.
Keyboard warrior over there, Matt. Keyboard
So,
warrior.
yeah, you think I hit hard lit? You talk to her like that.
Yes.
How do you prepare your chin? If you use the right spot. I mean, preparing. Okay, so if you guys followed me, you know, anyone that's watching, my first two matches, I knocked the guy out. Then I had two losses, and the reason my first two I knocked him out. I never got hit.
Right.
So it wasn't until my third match that I got hit, and then I got hit once on that one, lost. The second one I took two. Well, finally I progressed and understood like how I needed to take it, like what I needed to do, and it went from there. Uh, and honestly, it just you got to be in your head, and you're just like, I'm a badass. I'm gonna fucking eat this. I'm gonna be as stiff as possible, you know, because it's the jarring of your brain that knocks you out.
Mhm.
So if you just don't move, if you just eat it, you'll be
Yeah,
fine. I mean, you might break your jaw, but we're fine. You just keep going.
yeah.
Vern, I know
And
you said, I'm sorry, Ed.
no, go ahead.
I know you said that you'd prefer to go second, but I felt like in the Terp match, I think the first shot that you hit him, I think it dazed him a little bit. And
Oh yeah,
when he came back, it didn't feel like any of the shots that we had seen Terp give before, even the shots
Yeah.
he gave Wolverine and the guys before that. And so I felt like he was already weakened by that first shot that you gave him. So
I agree. His when I hit him on that first one, his eyes kind of I don't know how to explain it. And then he looked at me and he's all like he said something, but I could tell like he wasn't
yeah,
understanding
yeah,
what he was saying.
he didn't know shit.
And I
He
was like,
didn't know shit.
okay. And
Yeah,
then
because when
when I ate that one, when I ate it from him, he's just like the look on his face was like, fuck.
yeah, he knew it was over. He
Yeah,
knew it was over, and I was
yeah.
just like, once you, because I got worried when you didn't knock him, and then when you kind of looked at him right before he slapped you, you can kind of see in his eyes that he didn't have the
Mhm.
power that he had behind him that he's had in previous matches before,
Hmm.
and so now in this match, I know you said you wanted to go second. Do you really want to go second? Or do you think you can, if you go first, even if you don't beat him going first, do you think you should, I believe, have enough power to kind of, kind of the same thing you did with Turp a little bit, where Wolverine's going to take a
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
and
To
not
beat
come back
Wolverine,
as strong?
I'm gonna have to notch him down. I'm gonna have to cut him down like a tree, just like hit after hit after hit. And uh yeah, it's gonna take that one that I gotta stumble him, just like Turpin, you know, just gonna have to
Mhm.
and no, I don't really want to go second. I'm just saying like just to get the adrenaline there, like
Right.
something, you know, to get me pumped up. That's
Yeah.
the one thing I haven't been able to figure out how to do is to just to go to get excited and get the adrenaline dump because there's a happy medium, you know, just like any other sport, like any like athlete, they're like, you know, you got to be that perfect level of excited and calm, and I got to figure that out.
Trust me, I want you to go first. I want you to go first. I will
I
have
mean,
money on you that my daughter who lives in Vegas will go to the sports book and place a bet on you for me and anyone else who wants in on this. We are taking Big Vern, and
Oh
we
yeah.
want you to go first. We want you to daze him. We want you to knock him out in the first shot. But if not, we want a shot where he's dazed
dude,
and we know he's
dude,
not going to come
it's
back.
gonna be nuts if I drop him in the first shot and win.
I
What's
think if
gonna
you
be
drop him in
more?
the first shot, and I think, and you alluded to it earlier that he's been talking about, and I've seen on some of the. I think he did the podcast with the PowerSlap guys, where he said that he was probably going to retire after this match. I believe if you knock him out in that first slap, I think right then and there, like there's going to be no contemplating for him. Like, you know what? I've done what I've done and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, man, I just, a lot of people don't know this. Like if I knock him out, that'll mean I've never gone to decision ever. Like
Oh yeah.
they've all been knockouts. Just the fact that like I keep proving myself and proving that, like, you know, it just because you're young doesn't mean make you good at this. There's certain
Right.
things that like you have to be the guy. And I'm the guy, which thank God that I was given the ability to be stupid and can just take it.
I think you're a pro. Oh damn. There she
Shannon's in the
is.
chat.
There she is.
Hey, I'll
There
read it
she
for
is.
since Shannon didn't want. I'll fuck you up. Serve you a
Yes.
knuckle sandwich, Rocha.
Yes. Yes. You better run and hide, Rocha.
By
How
the
you
way,
doing,
Rocha's
Shannon?
right.
With
Rocha
consistent
says,
form, yes,
yeah,
I'm very
never
accurate,
fouled.
never foul. I do the same
Yeah.
hit every time. Um, and there's a reason to it. You know, it's like when I coach baseball or I coach football or anything, I always teach kids like consistency, consistency, consistency in every sport. So when I walk up to the podium, I put my feet in the same place every time. My heels, my toes, like if you mapped it every single time, I put it in the same place. So Delvin, I hit him with just my fingertips. And then as soon as I did that, I knew I was, for some reason, I was 2 inches back, like for some reason. So when I got up the second time, I looked up, I was like, okay. I looked, I was like, shit, I was, move my feet, I go. And that's what I wish. And I know we're bringing other sports into this, but like in the Highland Games and in baseball and everything I've ever done, I've always done it the exact same way. So if something wasn't right, I could tweak it without messing the whole thing up. You'll get like kids that like are in Little League baseball, and this drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely nuts. When you hear a coach saying, move up in the box, move back in the box, move up in the box. No, stay in the same fucking spot in the box and figure out where your swing is at and adjust that. And that's what I do. I take it as just like in track, like throwing the discus. You're not going to move your feet a different way every time. No, you're going to keep your feet consistent so that you can move every part of your body in a way to become better at it. So that's how I take it. I take it that way every time. I'm consistent. My hands in the same spot. I place my hand in the same spot. I bet if you overlaid hey, there's a lot of computer nerds out there do this. I bet if you overlay all my hits, they will look like a mirror, just like a cloud. You'll
Yeah.
just see everything in the same spot.
I love it. You're a pro's pro, and that's why I think you're a great rep for the sport. You interview amazing. You know, you're well spoken. You have the charisma. I think you're going to be a great champ and a great rep for Dana. Um, we're not going to keep you forever, but I do have a weird question.
Yeah.
Going over to Saudi, does PowerSlap and UFC do they give you any preparation? You're going to be meeting dignitaries. Like they specifically wanted you to have this match in Saudi. You're going to be in front of, very important people. Did they give you like sort of like a, like a southern, you have to have certain manner, don't turn your back, like,
They they
any of
haven't,
that?
but they haven't. I've done my research. Yeah, so I know what I can and can't do. I'm not going to be like Donald Trump and go over there and like pat the guy on the back and be like, "What up, bud?" and just just fucking rock by. But
But you can't do
uh,
the worm. I'm sure the worm is completely,
There's no need for that one this time.
yeah, yeah, no need for the worm. But
okay.
no, they haven't said anything. But I think that's because it's me, and they understand that like Vern's good. He's not going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
But Austin is going over this time, so he's
Oh
competing.
shit.
So I guarantee they gave him a fucking rule book that's like this thick and pretty much said, stay in your room and don't talk to
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
You know, don't order any food and stay in your room.
Yeah. That I was curious about that. That was very curious about that.
Did you
Any
say don't
any?
order any food because he's gonna miss weight again?
Oh, if he fucking misses weight,
Oh,
if he misses weight again, dude, I'm losing my shit. Like,
yeah. Get it together, man.
Fucking guy, man.